Has it started? Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for joining our squad meeting today for the 21st of February. And today is going to be the day where we discuss about the squad funnel progress and also the dependencies and possible discussions. Let's start from the dependencies first. From the awareness side, there is actually still one dependency for Bella here. Over to you, Bella. Do you have any progress on this one? I see that you have sent the email, but has there been a response pertaining to Jubran's case? Over to Bella.
Hello, can you hear
Yes,
me?
Bella.
Okay. So yeah, I've already contacted and already got the confirmation. I've already also reported to Kak Shelin. So yeah, it's already done basically.
Okay, if you can conclude a little bit regarding the response and possible next actionables, or is it totally concluded?
Okay, so previously I was asked to like give kind of notice to the university, right? That Jubran is resigning because he got terminated from his course. So I got confirmation that he got terminated, and yeah, basically that's all the conversation. And they asked about like whether there are another internship currently in Bukit Vista, and I told her that no, we currently don't have anyone, but we also offer another another internship program to their student as well.
Okay, so it becomes an awareness channel, yeah? Right, so this is interesting. Okay, so check that off, please. And then there's actually one more dependency that have not been fulfilled by Alia from Transformation regarding the full set contract. Over to Alia. By the way, you're also my secretary for today, yeah?
Okay, for the full set of contract, I actually created the intern one, and it's already I already tried to ask for the Kak Vera ya, Kak Shelin and Kak Ara to evaluate it by today, and I will continue the part-time and full-time in full-time contract
Okay,
later
so this
and
is
finish
not
it
done
by
yet, yeah? Yeah, could you give an approximation since you're already done with the intern one? So you approximate better, yeah? 28th February, yeah? Still, do you think it's still feasible? Still okay, yeah, with the deadline, yeah?
yes.
Okay, let's follow up next time on the next meeting then. The other dependencies are completed. Any important results from the dependencies from the previous meeting that anyone would like to share from all the funnels? None? Okay, if there are none, then let's move on to the updates from the squads today. We have the awareness. Over to Biela.
Okay, thank you. So there are a few actions point that we've done this week. First, I've mentioned last week that we got new members in the awareness team that is Charisma. So we do three delegations of the task and project. First one, Cindy will be in charge of distribution post. So all of the distribution post coordination will be done by Cindy. So if you have anything to say or discuss about distribution post, you can go to Cindy. Second one, I'll be in charge for external relations. In this case, all of the email and then events from external party going to come to me first to be filtered and then going to be distributed to the other member if we choose to accept the events or the invitation or other partnership programs. And then Charisma is going to be in charge of our social media management, which is Journey at BV as well as LinkedIn. And then the second action point for the career and calling, we are continuing the preparation for BV Talk 18, and then we have that will be hold this week at Friday on Friday. So yeah, we're currently focusing on the publication to get more participants, and then last Saturday we already done Instagram live too with Kak Nadia as the speakers, and the result for the result we're going to like deliver it in the Trello cards, but it's not currently not done yet because I believe that Cindy is currently sick and she's the one who are in charge of this event. So I'm going to follow up to her again after this. And then for next one, for job we've done whale hunting for the full-time post and some distribution posts as well. As for the performance, first on the website, we got 179 views this week, which is not achieved for the weekly SLA, which is 625. And then for LinkedIn, we achieved to the weekly SLA, which is 400, and we got 482 views, and then we also got 508 profile visit, which is achieved for this weekly SLA. We believe that most of these are due to the events that we did this week, which is Instagram Live. We got a lot of publication from other party that were partnering in that events as well. So yeah, that's a good sign. And then for email blast, we got 102 page view. This is understandable considering that we didn't do any email blast for the past week. So yeah, getting some page view is also a good thing here. And then for distribution posts, we got 7 distribution posts, which is also not achieved, just the same like last week. And then the friction is going to be explained later on the frictions. And then the applicants, we got 18 applicants, which is not achieved for the per week for SLA weekly SLA, which is 25 applicants. And then for the CV screening, which is 50% applicant to pass the CV screening. Basically, the awareness team still confused on how to count this basically on SLA. So we need more insight and help from the BI team on what tool that we should use to see whether we got 50% applicant pass the CV screening. So go to the frictions. As I've mentioned before, these are the friction that is correlated with the distribution post issue. There are some negotiation and persuasion issue with the partner side to get more distribution posts, which already discussed as well by Cindy with the other EFS team. So currently she's working on some other plan, which includes delegating this distribution post to some other team member, such as myself. And then for the second friction, we need to rearrange the content planning for Journey at BV Instagram. It comes from Karisma. She said that the design or the visual of the Journey at BV is still not good enough, so she's going to rearrange the content planning for that. And then for another friction is regarding the tool earlier that I've mentioned. Need to understand about how to report the new SLA about passing CV screening. So I think I need help for that to the BI team. And then for the next action, to continue on BV talk preparation. And then we also have another webinar event with CDC Visipol UGM on Friday. And then we also do the job strategy, which is whale hunting for full-time posts and distribution posts for PR, host, and BA and UI UX. So basically that's all. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions from the others first? From the others?
Vidi, aku mau nanya dong sebentar.
Yes, Farah.
Mungkin nanti this is Bila can talk asynchronously to Cinta ya as the BI representatives. Jadi Bila juga perlu follow up, mungkin bisa bantu Cinta untuk follow up what are the proposed solution, atau mungkin butuh meeting dulu terkait frictions that you're currently facing, mostly about the performance of the SLA itself, right? Gitu. Itu sih paling dari aku. What do you
I
think,
see.
Bila?
Yeah, over to Bila first.
Okay, so actually, we tried to refine the SLA right previously, and we already consult to Kak Vidi, and some of the number have already changed as well. If you notice it, that we already changed the page view to 2,500, and so on and so forth. So yeah, but so I need to know more in this case, Kara, what kind of consultation that you mean here with the BI side, other than refining the SLA number.
This is pertaining to the performance itself, Bila.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But okay. Yeah, I was about to say that for the website, I think. But there's some most of the SLA is not achieved, except two, which is the LinkedIn and also Instagram. But what's important here, I see, is the website SLA, because the website SLA is directly connected with the application form page. So everything it funnels into the website SLA, and if it drops, then there should be a huge impact to the application page as well. According to your visibility, Bila, for the website itself, what is the issue here? Is it the adoption or the tool issue right now?
We believe that actually, I think I've already mentioned it in the last week update that we are expecting a slow applicants as well as page view, because like our strategy are more of a long-term one. Like for
Currently,
example,
it's long term. Uh-huh.
yeah, the Instagram live, right? I think it's impossible for them to like directly apply just as soon as they see it. So there will be like a lagging time and delay there, as well as for the other apa namanya, the other strategies as BVE talk. We are not like expecting them to apply directly after the event. So we are expecting some kind of delay there. So maybe that's why it's performing
Okay.
not, yeah.
Yeah, consulting with Kagani. What do you think about this, Kagani? Because you're the senior, right, in awareness chapter. What do you think about this
Uh,
plan?
yes, really. Like last week discussion, the PR team is more focused on event, the long-term plan. So the distribution post, the well hunting, the uh, job and career plan is deprioritized. So that's why the number of website unique page view is
Okay,
kind of
but
dropped.
it is still running, right, Kagani?
Yes, it's still running, but
Yes, it's still running. What is the after the deprioritization? What is the, let's say, the shrinkage of this activity?
shrink maksudnya jadi
For example, if usually you do 10 whale huntings, now become only 2 whale hunting per week. Then we can expect, let's say, the result will be about a fifth of the usual result, right? Something like that.
okay. That one I need more visibility with Bila and Cindy as well.
Okay, let's give that one a count of dependency, Alia, to the awareness chapter to clearly state the result of the deprioritization. For example, like how much of time is reduced from shifted from the short term goal to the long term goal, and then we can evaluate whether this is actually because of the deprioritization or there's actually a tool or adoption issue underlying this. You get what I mean, Kak? So, for example, if we reduce this by, let's say we only do half of the whale hunting that we usually do per week, but then the result is a fifth, that the scale is not, doesn't make sense. There might be something, some other reason except the deprioritization. So that's one count of dependency for the awareness chapter pertaining to the SLA4 website and also the application page. Alia, you got that?
Is there any deadlines?
Yes. Any time you would like to discuss with your chapter after this meeting, supposedly.
Yes, can jadi.
Okay, so by today, yeah,
Okay.
we'll see the result by today. If you need any help, feel free to inquire BI for more like calculation part. But again, yeah, if there are any issue that you think is still regarding the tool issue itself, there are two options, guys, that you can approach. First, the chapter to refine the tool. If it does still does work, then we have Chinta and me here in from BI to assist you guys. Anything else from the awareness chapter?
Not at the moment, Vidi.
Not at the moment, yeah. Okay, so all of these are tied to the prioritization one way or another, and there are some dependencies from BI as well, which will be reported later on. But for now, let's yes, over to Bella.
Yeah, regarding that friction about the new SLA about screening 50% applicants that pass the CV screening, like, is there any way that we can like?
Oh yeah, I will put that in. I will report that as well for today.
Oh, okay, then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Bella. If there's nothing else, let's move on to the conversion chapter first. Over to Vera.
Okay, for conversion, as I've said last week, I'm going to focus on the framework for the candidate stage fit identification, right? And it's been done. And the current actionable is just that me and Vian need to come up with the questions, objective questions the deadline is tomorrow, so yeah, then we're going to have further discussion. And then the MBCAM entries has already been cleared up. Only the reservations roles are left, but I'll be stepping down to help Kara to process the candidates. So yeah, and then for the fictions, same as last week. If there, we might have lower conversion because we're processing January's entries, yeah, which is the MBKM candidates, which we can see in the performance. For the period from, it's supposed to be from 14th February until 21st February. The new entry is 20 candidates. For the first SLA, as you guys can see, right, our SLA is 3 days to contact candidates, but since we're processing the MBKM, it's 37 days. But I could assure you, if the normal flow, it's not that long. And then for the second SLA, 10 days to assign trials. For this period, we're 23 days to assign the trials. So it's not achieved. And then for the candidates that pass to interview stage, because this 14 February's to 21st February's candidates entries has not been processed, so there's still 0 for that part. And for so not achieved again. And then for the 0.5 win or loss ratio, passing about past interview and agreed to participate the trial program, there's only 5 out of 16 people that were interviewed. So it's we only achieved like 0.45, which is not achieved. But then like the last SLA, which is hires, the passes to hires from trial program, we achieved, which is 62.5%. So 5 hires out of 8 candidates. So that's like the performance. For the actionable, I'll be continuing the candidate stage fit project with Pian. And then I'm going to start again the HR expert licensing project again. But then the updates will be directly seen in the Trello card. And I've also mentioned that I'll be helping Cindy to do the whale hunting for BA roles because, yeah, it's kind of urgent, right? So yeah, that's it from conversion.
Okay, thank you very much, Vera, and congratulations on completing most of the dependencies from MBKM, except for the reservations part. And there will be a short move, like resource allocation from conversion to awareness. Yeah, from anyone else first. Everyone else, anyone has any questions for the conversion chapter? None. I would like to ask actually pertaining to the because we process MBKM, we spent most of our time in MBKM for MBKM applicants, right? What is the performance of that actually? I'm a bit curious. Like as I've asked before, people who apply for MBKM might already consider our company, but then again, previously it was mentioned that you also check their LinkedIn whether they updated their LinkedIn, right? And then how from how many applicants we contacted, how many, and then from those, are there any conversion?
I haven't really seen the data from each campaign's breakdowns, but then like from if we see the redash, like we've contacted 68 people,
Okay.
right? But then 14 agreed to first interview, but then we also have the online evaluation. So
It's still in the pipeline.
yeah. Jadi masih ada yang in the middle of the recruitment process. From my side sih banyak yang agree sih to continue from my side ya.
Okay, 68 contacted, but 14 goes to the first interview. Yeah, because this can be a consideration for the next season as well. If there are any lagging time for the processing of MBKM entries, whether we want to just drop all of it and then just focus on the new entries or how, something like that, right? This can be a learning lesson as well. For now, you can try to discuss it within your team first, Vera. If you need any assistance with the like exact data or anything, you can contact PI.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, for now it's just kira-kiranya masih oke lah ya. 68 contacted, 14 first interview itu masih kalau kita hitung that's actually a residual applicant, that's still about 20%, is it?
Yeah, around 20%.
Something like that. Okay, anyone has any more comments for this one? For reservations, is going to be completed by this week or when?
Yeah, today. After this, I'm going to do the CV screening.
I see. So it's extended until today ya. If I'm mistaken was
Reservation
April.
doang sih, but the rest
Reservation.
itu semua udah bersih.
Okay. If there are any more questions from the others? None. So again, from for awareness chapter just now, still discussion first with the chapter and also the same case for conversion. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Vera, for the update. Let's go to transformation next. Over to Shelly.
Okay, thank you. So from transformation, okay, a few direction points. So a little bit of an update for the payroll guideline. So David will update me today on the sample for the CPJ for the upcoming payroll, yeah, in 5th of March. And another thing is that on the ES, for February ES, it's to be handled by Alia in this case. And for January, discussions and results will be combined like with the February ASS in the next month in this case.
Okay.
And for the SLA measurement is actually ready to be rolled out by now. So I'll try to have a transformation chapter as well as the BA chapter first, yeah, by this weekend as an MVP. So that's a bit on the action points. If we're looking at the performance itself, slightly like apa slight improvement sih compared to the apa previous week sih. If we see the interns one. So for the employee wise, it's still similar, yeah, still apa lacking in host in this case. However, for interns, we have actually got apa Tika right onboarded. So we technically like have fulfilled like one of the host roles. However, like for a few of the other roles like BA, FA, BI roles, and then UI UX, it's still not fulfilled yet. Okay, and if we are talking about the apa employment program for the resignations or terminations, so far it's still achieved in this case, even though like Helen is apa resigning from the apa BD team. And for the SLA itself, not much of an update so far because we haven't actually got the results yet. So, okay, for the actionables itself, okay, basically a few things. So a few of these things are already like crossed out in this case. However, apa the upcoming one is actually the MVP for the apa SLA measurement by this 26th, and I'll report the findings by 28th of Feb, which is like next Monday. Maybe that's a bit of an update from the transformation team. So I'll give it back to VD then.
Okay, thank you very much for the update, Shelin. Anyone has any comments or maybe feedback for the updates from transformation chapter? None, yeah. Just trying to make sure the evaluation framework is already done, yeah, Shelin, for the transformation. SLA.
Yeah, it's done actually. Just apa trying to roll it out first.
Okay,
for this
approved by the chapter already, yeah. So this will be the MVP. The MVP chapter will be yes now.
transformation in BI.
Transformation MBI. Okay. Let's evaluate that and then cross check with. Okay, so cross check after the tool is using the tool, and then from maybe some judgment like from Kaara's judgment whether the tool actually yields the same like similar result to expert judgment, so that we can also evaluate because this is MVP tool, right? We haven't rolled this out yet, so we have to do that kind of check inspection. For the other SLA, for these two hosts, just keep an eye on possible transformation from the reservation chapter to host the transformation chapter as well, to kind of like because from the report that I received that I heard last week, there are more applicants for reservation as opposed to hosting. So keep an eye out for that kind of transformation to help with the SLA as well. And yeah, over to Kaara.
Yeah, just a little bit back to the conversion to Vera. Vera mungkin for HR bisa di ini nggak consider medium priority nggak kalau memang ternyata yang lain stacking up. Kan kita punya limit high priority campaigns, right? Which is only 5 or 6. Kalau misalkan the other, for example, like you can check on what Shelin's mentioned, we are not achieve on hiring host, BA, FA, accounting, CC, UI, UX, nanti mungkin bisa di switch gitu. Jadi kayak for HR bisa pindah ke medium. Jadi sebelumnya kan kita put on a highest priority campaigns, but right now I think we're good in numbers, just like need the additional part. Jadi mungkin Vera bisa consider buat drop ke medium gitu.
Yeah, this pertains to the schedule of reprioritization of the campaigns, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, Kara. Over to Vera a little bit. When do you think you can actually provide the new prioritization? And when was the last one again? Can you remind me?
Last one was awal Februari.
Oh, awal Februari ya. Dan jadwalnya harusnya setiap berapa lama tuh?
Setiap
Atau
sebulan sekali.
sebulan
This
sekali?
Saturday I'll be reprioritizing lagi sih. This Saturday.
Okay, is that timing okay with you, Kara, or is it too long for this Saturday?
Nggak apa-apa sih, Saturday should be okay.
Okay, let's see that, yeah. So that's one count of dependency, Aliyah, to conversion chapter as well, just to remind Vera that she have to submit the report for the prioritization of campaigns. Got it, Aliyah?
Got
Okay,
it.
yeah. Okay, back to transformation. Anyone has any comments or feedback or questions to the transformation chapter? None? If there are none, then there is no advocacy because Cindy is sick, yeah? Or is there someone else, like any delegates in this case? Not yet, yeah. The resource is still Cindy, yeah. Okay, just put one dependency for advocacy to asynchronously submit the report of advocacy progress so that everyone in the squad can also observe the progress in the advocacy chapter. Aliyah. That will be okay? Okay, then next for business intelligence, there are only a few action points. We ensured that the past data on the candidate tracking have been recorded and basically all the cards in Trello, and added a new record checkpoint for awaiting to contact, the one that is reported by Vera previously. This is the report. For example, if you see in January 2022, the average time to contact is 9.55 with 192 average time to contact count, basically 192 applicants. And for February, it's 33.52 with 85 average time to contact count, which, as explained by Farah and also discussed asynchronously, that is actually because the applicants from, let's say, December is still processed, right? So, or January. So it counts the average as a high value. So that's one. And then we also evaluated the awareness KPI, SLA, and also do an SLA evaluation for the awareness chapter. For details, you can observe this paper for anyone interested. And the next action, Bella, this is the awareness team turn to for BI to help with the data reporting of awareness. Yeah. And Chinta and I will be working on this one. We'll observe this one. And there's actually one, oh yeah, it's already accepted. Yeah. The candidate application passed to first interview, qualified candidates basically. Okay, so since that is the update, anyone has any questions for BI or any missing dependencies?
Vidi, aku mau nanya, ini nanti by ini kan Februari depth banget kan? March ke riset kan?
Riset. Jadi ini berdasarkan kapan dikontaknya. Itu filternya di situ. So for
Saat
example,
ini kan 192 ini?
Itu bulan Januari, itu tim conversion ngekontakin 192 applicants kan.
Oke, tapi pokoknya per bulan ini ya, per bulan nanti ke riset kan?
Yes, correct. And this does not count the CV rejected, yeah. Only the one that is actually waiting to contact list. So depending on the action date, this will record during that time. Anyone else have any questions? None. If there are none, any updates from technology side?
I think Shalin have a question.
Oh yeah. Over to Shalin. Based on the new entry in the month. No, it's for the awaiting to contact is based on the activity date. So even if the applicant is from January or December, but you do the actions today and the date filter is for today, then it will record whatever is done for today.
So like the 9.5 and then the 33.5 days is like the time taken, yeah. Like
from new entry to awaiting to contact. It signifies how long does an applicant have to wait until they are further contacted by Bukit Vista team after the CV evaluation.
Okay.
And because of MBKM and the conversion team is working on the dependencies, that's why it's a bit long for February.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, in the future, it should be. I believe the SLA is 2 days, right, Vera? After MBKM is settled and everything,
Yeah.
2 days. So after someone apply, within 2 days, they will already receive whether they're actually like proceed to the next stage or CP rejected. Okay, back to Nadia. Over to the technology.
Yeah, thank you, VD. So for product development or the technology team, we have received two requests, yeah, from conversion and also transformation. So both actually already updated to our product backlogs. The first one for conversion is to grouping the candidates. What is it? The candidate cards grouping on Trello. We already put that on our internal tools backlog. And the second one is regarding the PTO management on Bigger. This is actually quite a big feature, so perhaps we need more time to define further regarding the request project itself. So yeah, that's the update from PD.
Okay, that's the two requests. Yeah, there are no previous requests, yeah, Nadia, from employee
No.
squad. Yeah. Okay, that's that. Vera, if you have any more requests to BI, you can either do it asynchronously or if it's important for the whole squad to know. Okay, so you do it asynchronously, yeah. Okay, any questions for technology or anything that the technology team missed from your request? None. Okay, if there are none, actually that's that with the KPI evaluation. Over to Alia, can you read back the dependencies for each of the funnels?
Okay, for the first one on the awareness team is for Kak Bila and Kak Cindy to discuss and follow up about the SLA performance and discuss more about the frictions mentioned before in the comments.
Mhm.
And the second one is Kak Gani and Kak Bila and the awareness team to state result of the prioritizing for whale hunting application and etc. by Wednesday. And for conversion, the first one is to Kak Vera to discuss with the team about the MBKM conversions, frictions, and others. And the second one is for Kak Vera to consider to move HAR to medium priority campaign and report it by Saturday. And for transformation is to Kak Shelin to have as asynchron update for the progress to for
Oh,
everyone
that
to
is advocacy, Alia, for advocacy. Because Cindy is not here, right? That's for advocacy, not transformation. The asynchronous update.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like Cindy on the actionable conclusion section. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, pretty much that's the conclusion. Just to recap a little bit more. So awareness, go back to chapter to discuss about the friction, collaboration as well. There's no issue with transformation for now. We'll just have to wait for the result. On second thoughts, actually, I would like Cinta to join the awareness team discussion because we still have 25 minutes and let's just do sub discussion. And Cinta, could you hear the evaluation report from the awareness chapter during this hour and provide some insights as well? And if there are no solutions, bring it back to the BI chapter as well so that we can discuss together in BI chapter. Okay,
Oke, Kak.
looks good. That's that. In general, maybe I would like to give back to Kaara as well. How do you think in general the employee squad is doing, and maybe any other feedback?
Gimana, Vidi? Can you repeat again?
Overallnya employee squadnya ini kayak progresnya masih on track atau harus digenjot lagi atau ada masukan atau feedback atau question lainnya yang perlu diskusikan?
Harus digenjot sih, karena kan kita SLA-nya masih tidak achieve kan, mostly. Ada yang merah-merah. Nah, itu mungkin dari setiap chapter bisa dilakukan di per analysis on is it something that internally can be solved or refined or review untuk awareness conversions terutama, atau do you guys need help of BI? Karena kalau kita kan selalu pengennya kan coba dilihat dulu sendiri apakah ini memang resource-nya kita yang apa yang mungkin bisa dioptimalkan, or is it apa Nadia bilang apa?
Ya tadi gua inquire kayaknya itu Jumat ya, session
Iya,
Jumat ya.
itu Jumat. Yang hari ini harusnya ini sama ini kan apa discussion itu nggak pernah dibahas lagi dong video.
Iya, kalau di sini discussionnya itu tie ke chapter gak? Ada hubungannya sama chapter gak?
Nggak ada ini sih apa pembeda antara ini masuknya conversion awareness nggak ada. Sangat gabut. Itu bisa dilihat di singkat manajemen, coba lihat.
Ini ya.
Jadi itu sih pesannya paling buat setiap chapter bisa di. Nadia nggak ikut Jumat kemarin. Udah 2 minggu loh.
Ikut.
Nah, ya kan gitu kemarin, udah 2 kali. Kan ada breakout terus, jadi pakai Myro, terus terus hari breakout hari Jumat.
Yep.
Kalau Senin sih.
Udah nggak ada discussionnya. Oke, kalau misalnya ada important di management,
yang itu.
dikaitain deh. Sorry, salah chat. Oke, yang ini ya. Yes, tapi for February nggak information bisa didiskus sebenarnya. Gitu
tapi
kan.
mungkin kalau dari video ada masukan nggak breakout meeting harusnya SLA hari ini atau besok?
Kalau di squad lain yang pas SLA discussion sih.
Oh, kebalik ya berarti?
Karena cuman employee squad doang yang apa discussion itu ada 2 session. Satu mengenai overall funnel sama per camping. Kalau di squad lain itu per funnel aja. Dan di situ yang di breakout.
Oke, jadi disamain aja Vidi, mau di breakout sekarang silahkan. Berarti ini hari Jumat
ya kan sub discussionnya juga ada kan habis ini. So you can use this room as well. Conversion chapter can go to the team management dulu aja, but discuss pertaining to the chapter 1 chapter discussion, and then for awareness can go to the strategy. There is no dependencies for tool for now. Oke. Boleh dibantu Kak Gani untuk bikin breakout room-nya?
Bagaimana cara membuat breakout room ya, guys? Tolong tenang.
Aku coba buat deh.
Tadi pegang Karis.
Tadi pecahannya apa-apa aja sini?
Strategi, habis ada tools, tech, sama yang team management. Nanti kalau misalnya by the end of this meeting still doesn't have any like solutions, bisa arrange another sub discussion. Okay, everyone is clear ya, where they have to go ya.
Oke, awareness berarti ke strategi ya. Terus aku recordingnya gimana nih? Aku stop.
Stop aja.